All right, welcome to Looking at the Markets with David Modell. Today we're going to be using Microsoft Paint, the program that came with the computer, to help us do a little bit of artwork today. Yeah, it's going to get interesting. All right, so this is my disclaimer, and please make sure you read the disclaimer every time you watch one of my videos. Do your own due diligence before you take any advisement from myself or from anybody in the world of finance. Now, today we're going to be talking about trend lines, and I'm not going to discount trend lines entirely for everybody. Okay, if they're useful for you, great, wonderful. By all means, feel free to use them. But I don't use trend lines myself, and I'm going to show you why. So let's take a look at some clouds, shall we? Look at those pretty clouds. You ever look at clouds and you see some shapes? Maybe you're looking at these clouds right now, and maybe you look at that and you see an animal, maybe a dog or something. Maybe you're looking at one of these other clouds and you see something, maybe a turtle or a cat or whatever. And that's fine. It's wonderful that we have imaginations and we can see things that aren't necessarily really there. Or you ever look at a constellation, you look at some stars. This one is supposed to be Orion, the hunter. But let's be honest, when we look at this, it's a bit of a stretch of the imagination to look at that and see a hunter. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, it's just a bunch of dots, a bunch of stars. And I suppose we could connect lines in our minds. We can use our imagination. But what we see, the shapes that we make aren't really there. The dots might be there, the stars, but what we create out of that is really up to us. And I feel the same way about trend lines. I mean, if we look at a chart, yeah, I mean the prices are there, the historical prices, they actually happened. But if you're going to start drawing lines, I mean, you can create just about any conclusion. You can draw lines just about anywhere. I mean, you could take pretty much two or more points and draw a line. You could say, hey, there's a bullish trend line right there. So that chart is bullish. Oh, but wait a minute. What if I connect these two lines? Or what if I connect these two candles here? No, it's bearish. All right, wait, actually it's neither, because if we connect these, it's a horizontal line. Well, that's neither bullish nor bearish. Or maybe you call this support and you call this one resistance. I could draw lines all day on this chart if I really wanted to. And no, I don't want to save that. Here's another chart. These are semiconductors. Again, let's connect these. Ooh, that's support, and it's trending upward, so it's bullish. Oh, but wait a minute. These more recent candles over here, look at that. That's resistance, and it's bearish. And wait, but over here it's bullish. And I mean, come on. Again, it's like the clouds that we looked at, or the constellations and the stars. You can take any 2 points and draw a line. You can take any shape and you can take any pattern or formation and make shapes or objects out of it in your mind. Doesn't mean they're really there. And here's Apple. Again, are we bullish? Are we bearish? What are we? Here's another one. Is it support? Is it resistance? I could do this all day. Here's Twitter. It's bullish, but then Long term, it's bearish. I don't know. If you want to use these types of trend lines, that's fine if it helps you. I don't find them particularly useful in my trading, and that's my style, and it doesn't have to be yours. But as for me, I'd rather use what's actually there. The candles, the prices, specifically the historical prices, they actually exist. They they happened. All right, those are real. And even things like the 200-day moving average. Now, that could be represented by a line, but it's real. Because what is a 200-day simple moving average? Well, it's just an addition problem and a division problem. You're adding up the previous 200 closing prices, which actually happened, and then you're dividing by 200. Okay, and that gets you to the current 200-day simple moving average. And that's a real average. It's not a construct of our imaginations. All right, it's not so much subjective or arbitrary like these lines can be. So I'm allowing actual data or information to drive my decisions, especially when it comes to investing my real money. Okay. When it comes to investing your money, I hope you're not placing your lines on the chart too much. I hope you're not uh, imposing your biases, your imagination when it comes to investing your money. I hope you're using data. I hope you're using actual historical events that happened. In the end, it's up to you. But what I can do is help you if you need it. I'm here to assist you anytime. So feel free to contact me. My name is David Modell, and you can contact me at davidmodell@gmail.com. So happy investing, and I hope to hear from you soon.